Ever wondered if size really does matter? It's a question that has occupied the minds of many men around the world. The issue of penis size is a common concern, yet the reality is often different from the perception. Many men find themselves dissatisfied with their size, despite the fact that a majority of their partners express satisfaction. This video will delve into a recent survey that explored this topic in depth. We'll investigate the prevalence of male dissatisfaction, the average penis size, and the surprising fact that less than 1% of the population is affected by what's clinically known as micropenis. What's more, we'll discuss the psychological impact of having a smaller penis, a condition often referred to as small penis anxiety, and its potential treatments. We'll also take a look at various non-surgical options that promise modest gains in length, as well as surgical treatments, their effectiveness, and the caution one must exercise when considering such options. Stay tuned as we unravel the truth behind penis size concerns and satisfaction. Diving straight into the numbers, the survey has some interesting findings. It seems that more than half of the heterosexual men, precisely 55%, express dissatisfaction with their penis size. A significant percentage, wouldn't you agree? But here's where it gets intriguing. When we turn the lens towards their partners, a whopping 85% reported being satisfied with their partner's size. Now, isn't that a curious disparity? It's as if we're looking at two sides of the same coin, yet the perceptions are worlds apart. On one hand, men are grappling with self-doubt, dissatisfaction, and a skewed view of normal. On the other hand, their partners seem to be quite content, displaying a far more accepting and realistic perspective. This disconnect highlights a critical issue. The problem isn't about physical size as much as it is about perception and self-image. It appears that men are battling an internal enemy fueled by societal pressures and unrealistic standards. They're essentially comparing themselves to an ideal that doesn't exist for the majority, and it's causing unnecessary distress. So, what's the takeaway from these numbers? It's clear that the dissatisfaction is more psychological than physical. The majority of men are within the average penis size range, yet they're unhappy due to a distorted self-perception. Meanwhile, their partners, the ones who should theoretically be affected by this issue, are largely unbothered. The numbers paint a vivid picture, don't they? They tell us that this dissatisfaction is a substantial problem, but not in the way that many men might think. It's not about being bigger or better. It's about understanding, acceptance, and a healthy self-image. Clearly, there's a disconnect between how men perceive their size and how their partners perceive it. This observation is only the tip of the iceberg, and as we delve deeper into this topic, we'll uncover more fascinating insights. So, what's the average penis size anyway, and how many men actually fall outside of this range? Now, that's a question that's been debated, researched, and often misunderstood. Let's get a grasp on the facts. The average penis, when erect, measures around 5.2 inches in length. Yes, you heard it right. Not 7 or 9 inches like many believe, but a modest 5.2 inches. This figure is based on numerous scientific studies and is considered the global average. Now let's talk about the outliers. You may have heard the term micropenis being thrown around, but do you know how rare it actually is? The condition, which is defined as a penis that is significantly below the average size, less than 2.7 inches when erect, affects less than 0.14% of men worldwide. That's right, it's exceptionally uncommon. However, this doesn't mean that all men are satisfied with being average. There's a significant difference between the physical reality of penis size and the mental perception of it. Many men, despite being within or even above the average range, continue to feel inadequate, often due to societal pressures or misconceptions. But it's important to remember that penis size is just one aspect of sexual health and performance. It's not the be-all and end-all. There's much more to satisfying sexual relationships than mere inches. So, while we've established that the average penis size is around 5.2 inches and that micropenises are extremely rare, it's crucial to understand that these are just numbers. They don't define you, your masculinity, or your ability to satisfy a partner. Most men, it seems, are average. But what does this mean for those who are still dissatisfied? Well, we'll delve into that in the next segment. Stay tuned. It's not just about size, it's about how we perceive ourselves. This statement brings us to a crucial part of our discussion: small penis anxiety. This is not simply an issue of physicality, but a psychological concern that can dramatically impact an individual's quality of life and mental health. Small penis anxiety, in fact, is a form of body dysmorphic disorder. Much like someone might obsess over their weight, nose shape, or any other physical attribute, some men become excessively worried about their penis size, even when there's no actual physical issue present. This concern can become so intense that it interferes with their daily lives, affecting relationships, work performance, and overall well-being. This anxiety stems from societal and cultural pressures, fueled by unrealistic representations in media and pornography. These influences can warp our perceptions of what is normal or ideal, leading to feelings of inadequacy and distress. It's important to remember that these perceptions are often far removed from reality. For instance, the average penile length is around 5.2 inches, yet many men believe they fall short of this average, causing undue stress and anxiety. While these anxieties are very real and can cause significant distress, they are, at their core, psychological issues. As such, they often respond best to psychological solutions. Psychological counseling, for example, has proven effective in managing this condition, helping individuals to shift their focus away from their perceived inadequacies and towards a more holistic understanding of their bodies and their sexualities. In this context, it's crucial to emphasize the importance of mental health. Being comfortable in one's own skin, accepting oneself as one is, and understanding that we are so much more than just our physical attributes. These are cornerstones to mental well-being. Addressing small penis anxiety isn't just about addressing size concerns, but about confronting and overcoming the psychological distress that comes with them. Size concerns go beyond the physical, and it's crucial to address these psychological aspects. It's about shifting the focus from measuring up to societal standards, to embracing and celebrating our unique selves. After all, our worth is not defined by our physical attributes, but by who we are as individuals. So, what can those who are unhappy with their size do about it? Well, the first and foremost solution is to seek psychological counseling. As we've previously noted, small penis anxiety is a form of body dysmorphic disorder, and it can have a significant impact on a person's quality of life and mental health. Professional counseling can play a crucial role in managing this condition, helping individuals to address their concerns and build a healthier body image. Now, let's talk about some physical interventions. Non-surgical options, such as penile extenders, do exist. These devices, when used correctly and consistently over time, may offer modest gains in length. However, it's important to remember that these gains are typically small, and the effectiveness of these devices can vary significantly from person to person. Then there are surgical treatments. These procedures promise more significant changes, but it's crucial to understand that they often lack consistent positive outcomes. In fact, many medical professionals do not recommend these treatments outside of clinical trials due to the risks involved. These can include complications during and after surgery, as well as dissatisfaction with the results. So, while it might be tempting to seek a quick fix, it's essential to exercise caution. Remember, the statistics we discussed earlier show that the majority of partners are satisfied with their partner's size, even when the individual themselves is not. The best approach? Seek professional help and exercise caution when considering treatments. Remember, your mental health and overall well-being are far more important than any physical measurements. Let's wrap up what we've learned today. We began by shedding light on a revealing survey, highlighting the striking disparity between men's dissatisfaction with their penis size, standing at 55%, and the contentment of their partners, a staggering 85%. This led us to the exploration of average penis size, which is approximately 5.2 inches, and the rarity of micropenises affecting less than 0.14% of the population. We then delved into the psychological aspect, discussing small penis anxiety, a form of body dysmorphic disorder with significant impact on quality of life and mental health. We examined the effectiveness of psychological counseling as a management tool for this condition. Finally, we explored potential solutions. We discovered that non-surgical options like penile extenders may offer modest gains in length, while surgical treatments are not recommended due to inconsistent positive outcomes, emphasizing the importance of professional help and caution when considering treatments. Remember, size isn't everything key. Self-acceptance and open conversation with your partner are key. Thanks for tuning in.